Hi, and welcome here on this Saturday night here to Black Country Blitz PC Gaming. Now, I thought I'd do a bit of live Wreckfest, yeah? So, I've just opened up the World Masters in my career mode. It's took me absolutely months to get where I am now. If you've never seen this game or never seen any of the footage or played it or anything, you start off with a really rubbish car. You could just go into it like any other sim racing game or any other game in racing. You have to build your car up. So you start with a rubbish car. You have to build up the parts, but you also win races. So it's a bit repetitive. You have to keep racing and racing and racing till you got enough money to do the first car you buy. And of course, better the car, you win more money, you win the races. I'll just show you about the interface, yeah? This bar here, to progress to the next stage, you have to get to that, right? So at the moment, I'm 600, and majority of this now is locked. One, either I don't own the cars, but it tells you, earn 1,000 to unlock it, yeah? Or 10,000 to unlock it, yeah? So hopefully, with what I've got already, I'm going to start on this Demolition Racing Champions of All Champions series. It's 8 races, 6 laps, different tracks. I've got 2 styles of cars. I've just tweaked this one up to maximum armory. So basically, this car was up to the maximum speed, but that was not good enough. I needed something that was going to take a beating, basically, because this is what this game's about. If I try and keep out of danger, you can guarantee another car on the track's going to smash into me and basically wreck the car, hence the game name, Wreckfest. So, by putting as much armour on as possible, I've lost a bit of speed, but again, it's a bit of give and take. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into it and see what we can do. Right then. I think this is not going to start me at the beginning. Or has it started me? Not sure. 6 of 8. It's left off from where I started early. So we will come back. I thought this was going to start me. Anyway, we'll do what I've got left on here. But I will come back and do these. Anyway, I like to try and get down the side of them, get away from all the carnage. I will do a replay. Now, there's only one gripe with this game. We've got no on-screen map. So, this track is new to me. I ain't got a clue where I go half the time. And that sometimes loses the race, yeah? If Wreckfest promised they would update it and put a map in. Still no map, yeah? And this game is still up there with some of the dearer games on Steam and stuff like that. They have done no updates, yeah? So, you know, we've done the thing by playing and buying the game. At least do what you said, Wreckfest, and update it with a map. That is the only gripe I've got with this game, because it is addictive. Especially when you start off at the beginning. You've got, like I say, the car, it ain't the best. So, to get that challenge and get the car up to decent, you know, you want to keep going at it and going at it and going at it, yeah? Now, if you watched any other streams that I've put out on this has took me months to get where I am. No cheats, no nothing, just pure gameplay. Right, I'm going to take him out because he's a pain. And I reckon if I hadn't took him out, he would have come and tried to smash me at some stage. Now we have got a little indicator at the top telling you how much distance between me and the next car. And at the moment it's blocked by my camera, but it's only a couple of seconds. Right? We've also got back markers like this one. He'll do his most best to get in your way. So do him the favour, crash him so he gets totally took out. And of course, the more cars you take out, whoa, Now when you do go off the track, you've got a button that says reset, so of course it brings you back on the track, but also you lose positions. Yeah, I've been in first place, second place, they've knocked me off the track and I've ended up last. So you know, it's a bit of everything, a bit of fun, but also I wouldn't say a racing game, but you am trying to compete and get to the number one. Yeah, you're trying to be to win it. Yeah, so I reckon, yeah, it's a bit of a race, but a race with no rules. Yeah, and as you can see, my car took too much of a battery and now I'm brown bread. Yeah, so I have got some money for that. I ain't got the maximum points, and definitely I got the money what I expected. Yeah, so let me get these couple of races out of the way. I've only got two, and I will start this again and do, as the stream says, do the actual 8 races. I thought I was set it up to do that, but obviously not. Anyway, quick vape. Here's my car. As you can see, this was on 10. Top speed's on 10. Cornering, can I tweak it? Let's have a look. No, by messing with that, it brings it down. Can I improve it? No. Braking. Again, I've got that car now set up the best I can within game. Can't lose some of the armoury, but of course, if the car does take a bit of a beating, then I'm out the game quicker than need. And as you can see, it just gets messier and messier. There's no two ways about it. Now you can either drive into all that lot and be out the game within a couple of seconds, or having to try and race for the existing laps with a car. So what I'll try and do is drop back a bit, let all the other drivers, whoa, yeah, this is another thing you got sometimes in races, 2 entrances, yeah, which is a good thing. Sometimes you miss the one exit, but as I say, I let everybody shoot off, which they tend to crash the computer cars in it, which again gives you a chance to pick off, just like you would in racing, the moments and your times to overtake and stuff. Now I'm 8th in the moment. It's a lovely game. Again, rocking this on the G920. No fancy wheel setup. Force feedback's good. Again, it does use my tailby tracking bar, and it does definitely use my SRS shaker kit, and I really wish they'd integrate that, because it being all bumpy roads and smashing and crashing, my cushion would be absolutely doing backflips at the moment if it was working. It's the only game that does support the 2 things I bought, which is the eye tracking and my ARS cushion. Every other game I own to do with racing or cars supports both. So, you know, again, Wreckfest, if you're watching it, come on, get your finger out. If everybody else can put it into games, I don't see why you could. Again, so easy to do updates. If it could, then that's so be it. But if you can, come on, make this game even better just by doing a few things. I don't know if it's VR compatible, because I don't own a VR headset. So if there's anybody watching this and has the game and does run it in VR, give us a link, drop us a link, have a look. I'd love to see what this looks like in VR. Again, I should do my own work and go and have a look on Steam, see if this is VR compatible. But you know, now I've been seriously looking today on upgrading everything, and I'm another step closer to achieving that. I've spent most of the day, as you've seen, posting Wreckfest replays and a few odd races, but I've been looking at monitors today. Now I don't have to go down the road of a 3 monitor setup. I've been looking at the Samsung 49-inch ultra wide monitor, the 34-inch LG ultra wide as well. So I'm a bit Now I was going to go TV size, you know, 50-inch TV, but again, a TVA, really a gaming thing. You can game on them. I've got friends who game on TVs. But the other PC that I've got set up, I got the spec that I'm gaming on now. The graphics card, it's about the best thing in it, which is NVIDIA 1070. So I don't really want to be pushing the graphics and the PC and basically breaking it, unless I can budget and get me another PC just purely for gaming. That's the rig I'll be running it on. Now that ain't very good, so I'm going to press my arm. Again, I've lost that place of first, which on the last lap. Can I catch him? Well, time will tell. But I mean, I've been talking to a friend and he said like a 1070 will run the games that I play. But again, when you're recording and doing stuff like for videos, I don't know if a 1070 can handle it. Again, this is only a 1080 Ti, what I've got in this one. But it's never let me down once in the year and a half I've had the PC. PC was made by Scan Computers, so it was built for photography in mind. So I spec from the off, and the other one downstairs still costs quite a bit, but it's a PC World's Finest. But I think that it should handle, and I just want one. I'm thinking it's just going to run one monitor. So at the moment the running's between a Logitech, I've got Logitech on the brain, an LG 34, which I'm only running at 29 ultra wide. Right, I'm going to restart that, because that's one thing about racing and talking, it's very hard to do, but we can do it. I thought I'd come and show you that these I'm raced and done real. I'll try and do it live, as anybody knows. Now this is the lover bits. A well shift out the way, you've got to knock them out the way, otherwise they're just going to prevent you going any further. And you can basically smash into anything. The rails, tyres, preferably not walls. That's it. He's just spinning me. I'll be lucky if I come out of that. And there you go. I've now got to drive now for the next 5 laps, hoping that nobody will hit me. So we'll take this other scenic route if he'll move out the way. Now for me, I'll do a lot. There's no handbrake with the Logitech G920 setup, as most of you already know. So, you know, to have a bit more turn. Now I've got 392 points out of 800, which would move the bar. See, that's your money. That's where I'm at now, level 49. EXA, I got a clue what that is. But that's how much money I've got to spend buying cars from the garage. Which is, if I go back, here's the garage. So that's the market where you buy your cars from. And at the moment, that's the available cars. Them two I go by. Certain races need certain coins. So it's in the A category, rear wheel drive. It's a midi size. So again, some races require a midi size car. Regions, which I found out today, they know about. Certain races you need, if I can find one. That says Europe, that says Asia, that might say America. Without having the right car, your car carry on. Yeah. Anyway, now these are the ones. Here's where we start off. And of course, to achieve it, I've already done these. Say I'm on the last one now, which is the World Series. So let's start this from afresh, and let's just see how far we can get in this race. This is going to be fun, especially live anyway. It's hard, but again, that's what live entertainment's all about. Now, the good thing about this, you don't work your way up on a grid. Wherever, I don't know how it selects where it puts you. You know, like you don't have to qualify for anything. It just puts you on the grid where the game puts you on. So sometimes you might be first, other times you might find you last, or the 24 cars you might find you at 23rd, 22. No idea how it works, where your position on the track is, but you just have to suck it and see and drive best you can. Now I'm going to try and get round these without them hitting me, and I don't even want to take them out unless I've definitely got to do it. Now, when I first started playing this, I thought, is my poor Logitech going to take this? Because sometimes they can actually feel the gears in the Logitech wear it a bit. And I thought, I don't really want to give this Logitech loads and loads of steering and end up breaking the gears. But to be fair, it holds well. Don't rattle, which is a good thing. And here we come to parts like this. Where do we go? That map would so much come into help. You know, I had to brake a little bit just to find out where I'm going. Normally, I notice whichever way the trees are going is normally where we go. Now, I don't know if this, I don't think this does a figure of 8 race. That is hard to find out which way you're going. Sometimes, especially if they spin you, sort of do. Now, another good thing about this game is wherever a car crashes, that's where that car will stay. So sometimes it's a bonus because other cars will crash into it as well as you, but you have to remember, when I shoot round that corner, there's going to be a static car there that's crashed. Now, I did one race early today, and there was only me still racing. Everybody else had DNF'd. So DNF did not finish. So, you know, I had to be very careful, otherwise one little crash, because I was already on critical, I would have not finished. So, but I'm happy to say I won the race, and I got nobody to worry about, and in me clattering the sides of the thing. Here's another one, look. That is in the middle. Here's the one from earlier on. Still situated there. Again, ain't going to affect me. Here's another one. Now, you can use this to your advantage. You can either push cars in to them and take them out. It's advisable to do what I've just done. But again, see how they try and smash into you? Now, this is where you put a little bit of armour, or as much as you can put on. Again, in game, as much as you can afford to think, well, you carry on, mate, you'll keep smashing me, I can take that bit. If I'd have left it being speed, yeah, I can accelerate faster away, and I've got probably more speed than them, but comes at a price if you've got no armour on. Anyway, what we got 2 laps to do. Quite a turn, so I'm going to brake. Now, turns like that, that's where an handbrake would come into play, but of course there's a couple of more cars situated. He's in a bad spot. There's the other one still there. Should be another one around this corner. No, I think we might have passed him. Now, it gets even better when there's an interchange and there's one track where you drive round, and as you get round the corner, you've got to drive through cars coming round, and that's so funny. I normally brake. Look at it, I've got a cone stuck on the window. Until I brake, there we go, I've lost it. You get all sorts in this. Anyway, let's bat it round this corner. Now I can't wait for the day when I play this with a Fanatec wheel setup. I've been watching a video today with somebody using one, and as much as I'd like to get to direct drive, one, it's a bit pricey, and would I do it? So the next step up will be a Fanatec V2.5 wheelbase. It's in my price range, still a bit pricey, but it's got good reviews, so that's where Black Country Blitz and myself will be going. Right, we've got one more lap round here. It looks like I've still got some competition. The guy behind me is 3.2, or was it 2.0 of a second behind, so can't really take it easy, because one, he might come the back of me and clip me and knock me off the track, which then I will definitely lose the race. And with one lap to go, talking and doing it live, I'm doing pretty well. And also trying to avoid all the carnage already on the track. I mean, this ain't too bad, it's spaced out, but when you've got short tracks, and there is a few, the carnage can pile up. There's one in here, I think it's called Motor City, and in Motor City, everything smashes from the start anyway. We've won that, as you can see from the tables there. Right, so that's how much money I've just made from that one race. So that's 1 out of 8 now. Right, well, let's quickly load him. There's a little bit of an interval between loading events. Again, the tracks are made up of different surfaces, so tarmac, gravel and dirt. This car loves tarmac. It seems to shine on the tarmac driving. It's a dream. Right. And the graphics are good as well. I mean, the detailing, okay, the people don't look, 2D. But everything else looks quite good. I love the scenery. Again, you ain't got much time to take it in because you're smashing the hell out of each other, but it's good. Anyway, nice moments like this. Don't know where I'm going, so I just follow the car in front. But I try and look for that gap, squeeze through. Wish he'd move out my way. Again, somebody's come the back of me and shunted me into the fence railings. But again, this little beauty can take a bit of a beating, so that ain't really affected me that much. Of course, it has took some damage down, but not as much as it would before. Love the skidding. When them back wheels go, mate, you don't know about it. Anyway, and as I've learned playing other games, I never used to use my brakes very much. I used to just bat it round corners and go as fast. Not now. Combining this with F1, project cars, Assetto Corsa, I think I put all them kind of things into it. As if an F1, as you would with saving the fuel and stuff, or tyre wear, just let it go round the corner, and then as it's through, back on the accelerator. These are the things I take from other games and then put it into this, and it helps with these don't sort of break the computer cars generated in this, and they tend to crash more. As long as you try and keep yourself out of the way of them, you've got a chance of doing it. Anyway, we've took the one spot again, and I've still got 4 laps now to hold on to it, as my friend would say, hold your nerve. And playing a game like this, it is holding your nerve, for sure. It's a crazy game. It's just my kind of gameplay. Again, I do like my other games when I play. Euro Trucks, American Simulator, Assetto Corsa, project cars, the 2 F1s. When I feel like, this is the game I come to. and we fly off. Yep, we have a bit of a flyover. Now if that was on the shaker, that would just, the cushion would just be vibrating like nobody's business. I wish I was, I knew how to configure it to make it work, but I don't. It would be really impressive. I'm going to say this Logitech handles it. Again, if you do it too much, you can feel the resistance with the cogs. I mean, I can feel them now. So I don't really try and, you know, really get too much. Otherwise, my poor Logitech will be going in a dustbin. I can hear them rattling now, and that ain't the 4-speed back. That's just the cogs itself. I don't want to break it for the sake of breaking it. Hence why I can just leave my little Logitech for games like Euro Trucks, which still take a lot of steering compared to racing games, and use the Fanatec for racing. On a complete new rig as well. That's in the rig I'm going to purchase, and hopefully have that by the end of next month, or just say a month and a half to 2 at the max. Or I should be at the bottom of my bedroom doing the streams rather than sat at this desk doing this one. So all the trucks simulation videos will be done on here, and anything to do with racing will be done on that. So that's an heads up for future videos coming to the channel. Just got to get around this bit of a circuit now, and as we say round here, bring this babby home. Whoops, said Daisy. See, trying to take me out. Can I hold it? That's the question. Here we go. The finish line's coming very close. Hardly any damage. I've got is 1.2 seconds behind me, which ain't much of a gap. That's gone down to 7 seconds. That finish line could come quick enough, and talk of the devil, there it is. That's 2 out of 8 in the bag. 6 more races to go to see if I can win the whole 8 sessions in one go. Again, I've done this today or earlier on, about half hour ago, and I did get half the good. I got wrecked twice. I think it might have been this actual one where I got wrecked due to the fact I'd never driven the track before, and I wasn't sure which way I was going. So again, and when they're all bunched up like that, there ain't much you can do. Just got to fight your way through it. Hopefully you'll take them out before they take you out. And though it's nothing like that, sometimes them tyres either slow you down or they won't move. So I'm going to do it round the corner, take a bit. Again, you do, oh god, it's flying everywhere. You do get added bonuses by spinning the cars out, wrecking them. So there's a bit of everything in this game. That's the good of that. Now this track's in some of the games. Now you got 2 ways of doing this, coming down this little slip road, or you can, I'm pointing to it as you can see where he's just come from, this orange car. I'll try it in the next lap and try and go down it so it bypasses the corner. Anyway, 3rd on the old grid, and 2 laps to go, 4 more laps to go. This is a track I'm familiar with. That's about the baddest turn in there. Otherwise, sometimes you can go over wide, and then they will take you on the inside. So I tend to brake as I come around that corner. Right, here's that bend. So if I take it the way he's going to go, it's a bit like a track. But I find this way, it all depends which way you're racing. I find that of a pain, so I'll go down that. But actually I've gained a position there, so I can't really moan. Now he's got a wide ass car. I thought he was going to spin me on the exit to that then, but no. Even though they say got maximum acceleration to 10, this beauty can still go right, braking and trying to turn with the Logitech. Again, it has its limitations. You can still do it, but you know, it'd be nice when I can. I think is it with a Fantech where you get the drifting mode? I don't get no drift mode in a Logitech. You get one way or the other, and that were advisable to do. Now I'm either going to get smashed. Luckily I don't. Again, I've lost a few positions. Now I don't press the R button and reset. I did the old reverse, and on here it's holding your foot on the brake until you get the R button come up, which again, it does take a little bit of time for it to kick into the reverse gear. But with only 4 now, can I smash him? Yeah, keeps him away for a bit. See ya. Well, that was my intention. I smashed him into them advertisement boards. That way, he loses a bit of time. Slow down, just coming through this. Again, don't hit the sides because you're going to go up in the air, spin the car. Got a chance of them hitting you and wrecking you. Love the way the wheels just look, the skidding sounds, and the sounds are good as well. You can hear the other cars getting smashed from behind. When I'm just playing this, either recording it, I normally crank the headphones up to the highest volume. Of course, I've turned the volume a little bit down so I can do a bit of running commentary. But it just makes you get into the game. The louder it is, I'm like that with most games. The well could end and I wouldn't know because I've got my headset to loud. Now is he coming backwards? So he's trying to reverse and crash into me. Right, we've got 1 lap to go. Now this is what I'm about. The carnage on the track now. Got to try and avoid smashing into any other cars. I think we're going to be alright up here again. It's a bit bad turn, so I'm just going to apply a brake so I can take it tight. Not that I really need, but there's a few cars, only a few left. And again, if they crash into any of them stationary vehicles, they'll DD as well. I did not finish DNF 8. That's the one. Anyway, that's 3 wins out of the 3. And to be fair, I don't take much of a beating on that race. Of course, you're levelling up. So, getting close to 50. Is it 51? Anyway, Northlands Raceway. In a loop. This is a good track actually, I like this one. A few good twists and turns. And again, I got to work my way up to that number 1 spot. Just put me 21st on the grid. So this lot's just going to go absolutely mental on this first bend. The guy behind me's trying to take me out, and as you can see, he achieved it. Anyway, let's get through these Hellraisers. Again, assuming, yep, round here. Force that gap, get through. So we've just jumped up 11 places. Or 10, or 20, 11 now. And it's about not hitting the sides because of course it's going to force you up. So try and stick to whatever race line you can make out in it. Again, forcing the old Logitech round that corner. Come on, out my way. Over you, it's where we show. Again, I have got the manual pedals on. Come on, out my way. Brake so I can try and get this corner tighter. Of course, I lose a bit of acceleration by not flooring it round there. But it helps me not crash into them and wreck my car from the off. Here we go. I'm locking all play banger cars if they want. Somebody's trying to spin me from the back. Now hopefully if I brake a bit, take him out or spin him, which I did, which is then give me a chance to make a little bit without crashing. A bit of a gap, not much. As I can see at the top, I'm only 1 second behind the guy from behind me. So he's going to be trying to clip me, knock me from the back, spin me out. I've jumped that to 6 seconds and increasing it every time. It's 1.1 second. He's in a little bit of I love how you drift around these corners. Whoa, he was close. Nearly clipped him on the way around then. 3 laps to go. And we're back on tarmac now. Advertisement boards. I thought I was going to clatter them even more, but I never. Brake here. It's a bit of a bend straight onto the old tarmac. As you can see. Whoa, he come from nowhere. Lovely. That's the guy in like what I call a coffin car. So he's got to go. That's what we say here. Man's gonna make you crash, man. Out my way. Spun him. And I hit the tree. So now that little error could have cost me the race. I'm up on 2 wheels. Nah, I don't normally like to do a replay. Jeez, I'm on critical damage. I can't move. I'm probably going to get wrecked. More than likely, I know I'm going to get wrecked. Of course, in me surviving 3 laps with what my car's probably like now, a complete write-off. 3 more laps. But I will try my best. That's all we can do in this world, right? When round the corner. So far, so good. Yep, I made it. I thought I was going to come up with them big letters, wrecked. Now, if I can get past, I mean, some of the state of some of these cars, it's a wonder how they drive. So if he's wrecked, I'm a critical. What's on the side of my car looking like? Hence why I will do the replay to this one. It'll give me a chance to have a little vape in between. Now I don't say I'm going to get. Well, I know a fact I'm going to get nowhere. Unless by a miracle of fate, it's one of them cars, so I can get these out of my way. The car is running. Real bad. Again, a little bit of braking helped me around that corner, took his position. Again, 10th, 2 laps to go from first position, so it just shows. No, don't end me there. That's twice I've done that, where that one's nearly ended my race. Come out the way. I've got -7. I've got 7 bars of damage. Once them have disappeared, I'm a goner. So, but we're at 8th. Holding it well. No, I hate it when the bonnet comes up. Of course, you hear that. And there you go. I spoke too soon, folks. Did not finish. So, and of course, show you the replay, because I pressed enter too quick. Damn, I would have loved to seen that one myself. Anyway, onwards and upwards. That's what they say. Now let's see if I can win this one. So I'm already one race down. I ain't going to take the maximum of 800 points. But again, that's the game. It just makes you want to go back, redo it, reload it and try again. That's the love of this Wreckfest. Anyway, I better get my hands on the steering wheel. Again, let them all go off. Whoa! I've got a rival. Now this is a good track. Plenty twists and turns. Oh yeah, it's a bit of tarmac. Back onto do them tyres. Gravel. Could do with a bit of tarmac now to get a bit of distance between these. And come again. Hey, round we go. And as I say, away we go. Right, I'm 7th. And we've just done the first lap. There's one track on here, again, I ain't familiar with the names enough yet. But it's that long, it takes forever to do one lap. So, you think, where's that start line? And when you're new to the track, I love this. And which way we're going? Left, right, right, without hitting nothing. Hopefully. Is that bending to the right? No, it's that left one. Took that way too wide. Again, the wider you go, gives them a chance to come in and overtake you at the side. But we're holding our own at the moment, as they say. Anyway, up here, I can probably match this guy for speed. I can definitely give him a clatter or two. That is not a problem. Now I've just got to hold this now for the next 3 laps. Trying to memorise in my head where the turns are. Hopefully not take that so wide so nobody creeps up the inner side of me and wins. And takes me first place position. Around this corner, as you do. Whoa, now it's up here. See, Wreckfest man put me mapping. Not for any for me, for everybody that owns their copy of this game. Lovely bumps though, all over the place. I think this should be good for a driving video. How not to drive a car. Wreckfest style. Whoa! Them tyres needed to go anyway, don't you think? It's no good having tyres if your car crash into them. Anyway, we're still in the lead. We've got just over a lap to do. Up, down and up. I'm going to do a replay on this next one. So you can get to see what the game looks like in a replay mode. If you ain't watched any of the other videos I've made today. Right, he's got to go. Yeah, and I've took him out. Somebody's coming to try and take me out with 1 lap to go. So I'm going to concentrate now. Take this final lap so I can take the lead and win the race. And my bonnet wants to stop flying up in the air, as it's a bit of a pain. Sometimes you wish parts would fly off your car. I don't really need a bonnet, so I wish it to do one. It would make me lighter and it wouldn't be obstructing my view as it is at this present time. And that's that turn again. I went for the other tyres, but again, it's probably going to cost me if I go nudge him out the way, because I'm sure the finish line's there. Ooh, that was mighty close. That was mighty close. Anyway, let's watch the replay for 1 second. Get it on. Oops, daisy. We've knocked it off thingy. Anyway, I knocked my camera off. We'll come to the replay so you can see this now going, hopefully. And there you have it, folks. Now that gives you a little bit more chance to see the actual race up close. That's it, put the old camera back on. It gives you another look at how much damage. And of course, I forgot to say, like, I've got a massive big skull, which again is little adding on extras, which come when you upgrade your car. You'll have to put them on, but you know, you ain't going to forget who I am on that track. I'm the mad guy with the skull. Anyway, next race, bring it on. And let's see if we can win the next one. We're at 400 points. Matter the 800. Let's get comfortable again. And see what damage I can cause. Excuse me. Right, let's get comfortable. I'll be glad when I've got a cockpit, not sitting it without my nice comfy chair from moving. And where we're going. Again, I've already took one out. That's two. Right, I did that. He did it himself. Whoa. I'm carrying tyres. The little wheel's going all over the gaff. Whoa, 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 come on. That's two, and I'm going as well. Nice. Wide bend again. Should have took it a little bit tighter. Preferably no signs neither on the way round. Not metal ones anyway. Spun him now. I'm 6 this time. I remember that turn. Nice track again. It's more tarmac than dirt or gravel. As I say, my car loves a bit of tarmac. Even though I should have took that a little bit more tighter again. Hopefully I'll remember the next lap. We managed the third, this is the start of the third lap, so it's all good in the hood. He took a beating. There's one guy up in front. He must be so far up in front I can't even see him, wherever he is. So I've just got to ride like a demon. And hopefully I can catch him. Ah, I've clocked him. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, dude. Preferably not doing that, I'll be. He's got serious some gap. So I've really got to mech up the time. To be fair, he ain't that far in front if I can just get me not taking corners super wide. I'll mech up that ground easily. Again, I'm back on tarmac, get back on the track. That would help. Again, the other my car's bumping apart and it's restricting my view, of course. See, I took it wide again. There's only 2 laps of the race left for me to try and catch him, knock him off this track. Now I'm probably going to have one chance of doing that, and that ain't going to help me do it. Now I'm critical. I have took the first position, so I've got to drive a little bit careful or I'm at the race myself. And doing stupid things like that at this specific time don't help. Now I've lost that first place, so again I can't afford for him to crash into me, and I can't afford to hit him because I've only got 6 little bars on damage. And I said it last time, so I won't say it this time, but I'll be out of the race and it'll be all over for me. Now I've got 1 lap. Hopefully if I can brake, turn, lovely. I've took the first position. Now I've just got to put a bit of distance, put all my driving skills into one bag, as they say, and bring this beauty home. And again, as all they do, I hadn't got enough strength to take me to the flag without taking a knock. As soon as I took a knock, I knew I'd be out the race. So again, excuse me, you could drive this as good as you do, get one good knock, and of course being uncritical don't help you very much. But again, you can always come back and do all these 8 races again to try and master up and get the maximum points. I've won more this time than I did last time, so again, my own fault for doing what I did. Anyway, let's try and correct it on this last race. I think it's the last one. Get out of all the madness if I can try. That just how the car on the first lap by crashing into everything and everything. Anyway, there's a bit of a gap. If I can just squeeze through it. Now it's closed my gap up. That one up the wall on the way round. And if I can, hey, see, he done exactly the same as me. I'm already critical, and of course I couldn't reverse quick enough. Hey, it's good night, Vienna. Shall we do it again? What you reckon? Oh, it wore the last. This is the last lap, so I will make this the last one of the stream. Bring it up to the hour mark, and of course I'll come back to this at some stage. Or I might, yeah, I'll load up a different stream, and I think if I've got enough points and I've opened up another part of this race, I will do them. So we'll have to see at the end of this what's the outcome. Anyway, I've crashed one, spin one out, so that's a good start. I'm 11th on the grid. No idea where I'm going because it's still not familiar enough with the track. Out my way, he's going all over the place, so am I. That turns a good one. No, I've got 2 choices. I'm going down here, come through this bit of a chicane bit, because again I don't want to hit them tyres at the end. Did I gain anything? Well, sure, I'm 3rd on grid out of 24, so it ain't too bad a result considering all the madness at the start of it. Again, can I get round here without going too wide? I've gained 2nd spot. A foot to the floor. Now this is a bit of a bad section because you can hit them corners and take yourself out of the game within a second, as I've already done in the past. They take that wide right, here's this little chicane business. Again, I don't know what he's doing behind me. Is he following me, or has he took the wider part? Anyway, whatever he's done, he's lost the 1 spot to me. So I've now got 4 laps to keep it, making them tyres fly everywhere and doing as much carnage and damage as possible without DNFing. Anyway, I'm through here a bit slower. Ooh, now that ain't good with the car stationary just on the end of that exit. I hope one of the other cars in the game knock him out of the way a bit. That one's on the wall there implanted. Don't tell me there's one stuck in here now. I've got a free run through here. Sometimes I get caught on the end of that exit, so you're trying to dodge them from there. It's a little bit hard at times when they suddenly pop up from nowhere. Anyway, swing the old Logitech round this bend. Again, on 2.1 seconds, or the 2.1 seconds the car behind me is. Again, I know he's there, so I'll slow down for him. So there's another one added there now. Take this bend a little tighter. That's increased the distance from the car behind. Oops, just made it. So I don't want to hit coming out the end of that. Don't want to hit that if I can and do any damage. No, well, I've done some damage, but I'm not. I ain't that critical stage yet. I've still got 59% health on the car, so with 1 lap to go, or 1 and a bit laps, I would say I've got it in the bag, but this is Wreckfest, so until I'm over that finish line, I ain't got it in the bag yet, but I'm almost there. Right, there's a few back markers now coming up on them. Oh, 10 Logitech, 10, 10, 10, gotcha. Away we go. With 1 lap to go. Brake, brake, brake. So I'm sort of swear it. Just let the car turn around these corners and then back on the old gas as you've turned it. Again, there's a few. It takes that wiper. I've done that in the past and clattered the edges. See? It's clattered, so they make no difference to me. Take this nice and tight if I can. Spun it out a little bit, but not as wide as previously. Love that little bit of chicane though, I must admit. It's just this little bit there that I struggle sometimes with when I've hit it. Anyway, that checkered flag is there, and the last one of the last, I made it, thank God. Anyway, let's have a look where it's put me in the points table. Has it opened up the races? That's the question. So it's 320, I got 520. Yes. Yep, it's opened up the other series. And as you can see, just by getting to that 1,000, it's opened up a lot. Now, here's where you need different style cars. So I need an Asian one, A-type. I also need an American road slaver. Is it slaver? Yeah. And then all this will, and a European full size. So that's 3 cars I've got to buy to do them races. So hopefully by doing that one and all these others, we'll open up the cars. Anyway, I'm going to start a new stream and we'll come back and we'll do this sandpit showdown. So see you in a sec. Ta-ra a bit.